Okay, we're going to do smothered pork chops. I washed off my pork chops and I put salt and pepper on both sides. And I put a little bit of oil in my pan. I'm using my Ninja 3-in-1, but you can use your pan just right on your stove. Okay, now that our oil is hot in our pan, we're going to sear up our pork chops. And we're going to brown both sides. We're not going to fully cook it. We're just getting a good sear on it. Okay, I done flipped them. Now I'm browning the other side. And I'm going to finish off the pork chops. And then I'll be right back. Okay, this is the last bit of pork chops that is browned up. We're going to take these out of here. They're not fully cooked yet. They're just seared. See, and we're just putting them on a plate. Set them to the side. See all this goodness at the bottom of this pan? That's yummy goodness that's going to make this gravy. I got some peppers, onions in a blend in a bag. If you don't want to use the blend, you just want to use onions, that's fine. If you don't want to use onions and just use peppers, that's fine too. You just put how many, you think that you want, or it's not an exact to put in here. And you just cook these until they're translucent. But all that stuff that's at the bottom of the pan is going to be some good flavor. Okay, now that our vegetables are translucent, real soft, I'm going to get some chicken stock, or chicken broth, excuse me, pour a little bit in here. You just put a little bit in there. There's no exact science. I just pour. Okay, and then we're going to put our pork chops, lay them back on top. And then you see that juice right there? Don't throw that away. That's flavor. Okay, and after you done that, you want to get it, you want it to have that boil to it. And we're going to put some more beef broth in here. Chicken broth, not beef. I'm sorry. Need just a little bit more, because I was almost out of that and I wanted to use the rest of that one up. And okay, because the first time when I put the beef broth in there,
I keep saying beef broth, but
just
it is chicken
just to
broth.
cover them vegetables and to get that stuff off the bottom of the pan. And now, when I put it in there, I put about just half of the, of the container. Okay. Now we got to get it back up to boiling. And we're going to put some Tony Chachere's. We're going to put hold up. I'm trying to find my teaspoon. Here it is. No. Yeah, let's do a teaspoon at first and make sure we don't want to put too much. Just put a little bit in the juices. Yeah, we're going to start off with just 1 teaspoon because you don't want to over season it. And then you just stir it in just a little bit. And then what I want to do is put some of these juices over the pork chops because you don't want them to dry out. Want them good and juicy. Okay, now we're going to get it to a boil, and it's coming along. Okay, now that we got it at a boil like we need it, put your top on top of it, and you're going it depends on, you know, if you're doing it on the stove, if you're doing it in an oven. We're going to leave it covered for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to come and check on it and see how tender the meat gets. Okay, I left it in there for about 30 minutes. But if you, you know, want them real thin, tender, you can leave them in there longer. Just depends on how, you know, you want your meat. And now we're going to take them out. And set them to the side. And I got a half a stick of butter. Put it in here. And stir around until it melts. It's going to make it creamy. And I put a half a stick of no salt butter, because it's better to be less salty than too salty, because you can always add salt to it, but you can't take it away. And if you feel like that it needed a little more ooh, splashed on me, excuse me. If you feel like it needed a little bit more chicken broth, just add just a little bit more. Because after I just added just a little bit more, because after I had done my pork chops, it felt like the meat absorbed more of it, so I just added a little bit more. And we're going to get it okay, now I'm going to get a half a cup of water. And we're going to put 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And we're going to mix it up. Hold on one second, let me get my which I can't find it. We're going to have to do a fork this time. So we got our 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and a half a cup of water. And I'm going to sit here and mix it thoroughly till there's no lumps at all. Okay, now there's no lumps or anything in your slur. We're going to put it in here. And mix it. And we're going to turn our heat down, which when I started frying these in this 3-in-1 Ninja, I had it on high, but if you do it on the stove, you might want to put it on medium. And then after I fried my pork chops, I had it on medium the whole time. And now, since it's done, see it thickened up? See there? We're just cooking that slurry in there, so it won't have a bad taste to it. And but I did have it on medium when I was cooking my pork chops in after I done the first step. So first it was on high when I fried it, and then when I had it in the chicken broth, it was on medium. And now I done turned it on low because I done got my gravy mixture. And now we are fixing to put our pork chops in it. Okay, this is like still like a orangey color. It's not like I want it. I want it to be like a brown. This is a secret that people use in it, kitchen bouquet or bouquet. You want to sit here and put a capful and see what that does to it. All it does, see how it's changing that brown? Okay, I'm going to stir this in. Okay, I got it stirred in, and see how brown it got? Quick and easy trick. Now we're going to put our pork chops back up in here. And get them all covered. Set that to the side. And see how gravy looks on the pork chops. Looks really good and brown. And if you feel like the gravy is still a little bit thick for you, just add a little bit more water, or you can add a little bit more chicken broth to it and thin it out. Okay guys, this is the finished product. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe.